Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Mr. P.I.E.N. With a little bit of motivation and inspiration for your situation and mine too. Hoping to free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. We're going straight into mind transformation. But before we do that, what we get ready to do? Read that book that's wrapped in blue. Dr. Dennis Kimbro, Daily Motivations for African American Success. And as usual, please don't come on my page with that color mess. I don't care what the color of your skin or your ethnicity may be. If you, specifically you, listen to the words in this book, this message, this passage today, I'm sure to help you relieve your stress in some way. Besides, you didn't have anything to do with your color anyway on your born day. You beautiful. So let's see what the book has to say on this beautiful day, January the 3rd. An identity crisis. An identity crisis. We've been called colored, Negro, black, everything. Why can't we just be free? We've been called colored, Negro, black, everything. Why can't we just be free? Paul Mooney, comedian. Maybe African American isn't your ethnicity, but whatever your ethnicity may be, somebody has probably called you something other than what you see. Why can't you just be free? I know this book was written for individuals who look specifically like me, but the way God uses me is to talk to everybody. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in our sight. Oh Lord, my strength and my redeemer, in Jesus' name I pray. Let's get this thing on the way. Most people haven't the slightest idea of who they are and what they are. When questioned about their true identity, many are equally confused. Who are you? That's a good question for myself, too. Who are you? Historically, we were called nigger before we had the right to vote, niggers, when just a few of us went to the polls, colored folk when our numbers began to swell, and Negroes when we began the great migration north in the 40s and 50s. But who are you? Again, I don't care what the color of your skin or your ethnicity may be, and that's no disrespect from me. Listen to the words very deeply. Who are you? If you believe in a spiritual power that's bigger than you, that's higher than you, that's greater than you, then you know color is not in its view. Who are you? With power in the 1960s came self-respect. Black, it seemed, was the final step on a road to dignity and equality. Not so, say many leaders and social activists of the day. African American, it has been said, is the proper term. But again, I ask, who are you? Who are you? Each of us, sooner or later, you hear that? Each of us. Each. I know the book is speaking about black, but I'm talking about each of us. Sooner or later, we'll search for our true identity, and that's not based on the color that we see. For example, wetbacks became illegal aliens and then undocumented workers. The old became the elderly and now senior citizens. The crippled became handicapped, disabled, and now physically challenged. If any of the above labels If any of the above labels, African American, black, Negro, and colored, seem symbolically out of place, then of course it should and must go. But if you told me that you're a mind with a body, a spiritual being, a part of the great I am, you would be closer to the truth. Let me read this again for me so you can hear it too, whoever listening. If any of the above labels, African American, black, Negro, or colored, seems symbolically out of place, then of course it should and must go. But if you told me that you are a mind with a body, a spiritual being, a part of the great I am, you would be closer to the truth. You would be in line with the African proverb that states, if you don't know who you are, anyone can name you. And if anyone can name you, you'll answer to anything. Closing quote. I know who I am, a child of God, and I can do anything. Identity crisis. Stop seeing yourself in the view of your mom and your dad who physically created you. Stop seeing yourself in the view of your aunts and your uncles who catered to you, who loved on you. Stop seeing yourself in your view of your brothers and sisters and living your life the way that they used to. They drop out, you drop out too. They go to the army, you go to the army too. They sell drugs, you sell drugs too. They go to church, you go to church too. Stop seeing yourself in everybody's view and start getting a relationship with your higher I am so you can see how they or it or he, she, for those, but I believe he sees you. Get yourself together so you can identify yourself and not have a crisis when other people see the real version of you, the true, optimistic, strong individual, loving and caring, that's been through some difficulties too. But I truly see who God is calling me to be, and that man is speaking to you. I don't have an identity crisis. Do you? Who are you? If what the book is saying, if what the author is saying, Mr. Paul Mooney, is true, then I dare you to view yourself in God's view. But if you told me that you are a mind with the body, a spiritual being, a part of the great I am, you would be closer to the truth. You would be in line with the African proverb that states, if you don't know who you are, anyone can name you. And if anyone can name you, you'll answer to anything. You are a child of God, and you can do anything. He called you king, he called you queen. Stop disrespecting yourself by answering to anything. Find out who you are today. That's it. That's all I got to say. I hope this motivation and inspiration was something for your situation. To free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. Talking about straight into mind transformation. I got a little bit long-winded today, but that's okay. God has something he needed me to say. Have a blessed, wonderful day. Peace.